I'm doing, I know it's risky. Like what you saying, nah, I ain't trippin'. Like I'm a king, no, not a nigga. I keep my distance from the wicked. Like is they ready, the time is ticking. I let them come and witness. Want my people to shine with greatness. Remember the days of angels. Our time is.
And when Saul actually died, they gave him pride. Because he loved Saul. And you know their enemies that they love him. The verse that you're quoting in Matthew, against the fifth chapter, when it says you have to love your enemies, it's talking about the enemies. Right. For example, let's say I had a hawk, right? He came, he slid, and he's trying to kill me. I can't hate that brother for that because it is going on. But you do have enemies of the other nations that hate you, right. Even hate you, that are actually commanded to hate. We have Psalms 122. That's first in 24?
Yeah, when you cut off skirt.
No, I want to start giving both. I got two more verses. Two more for the Lord, bro. Yeah, chapter 31, verse
Right, this is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 31, verse 1.
Bring it out.
Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell down, slain in the mount of Gilboa. And the Philistines followed hard upon Saul.
So this is the account of King Saul dying. David and King Saul enemies. Saul hated David, but David loved Saul. You know?
And upon his sons, and the Philistines slew Jonathan, and Abinadab, and Malchishua. Malchishua. Man, how you say that? Malchishua. Saul's son, and the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was sore wounded of the archers.
So he on this account, Saul ended up dying. Now, go to the next, go to 2 Samuel, I'm going to read this last verse, but what it is to love your enemy. Go to the next chapter, we're going to read how David had a beautiful conversation with Saul. All right, 2 Samuel chapter 1, let's start at verse,
That's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 1, verse 12.
Bring it out.
And they mourned and wept and fasted until even for Saul
so David, he cried when Saul died, you know?
And for Jonathan, his son.
Because they were enemies, but yet he still loved them, you know?
And for the people of the Lord, and for the house of Israel.
Right.
Because they were fallen by the sword.
Right.
And David said unto the young man that told him, Whence art thou? And he answered, I am the son of a stranger, an Amalekite. And David said unto him, How wast thou not afraid to stretch forth thy hand? Verse 26. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan.
So he made a song about the death of his enemy. Now we're going to see if this was a death song. It was smoking on his right hand. Yeah, no, we'll see. All right, last one.
Right? I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan.
Right.
Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful, passing the love of women. How are the mighty fallen, and the weapons of war perished.
Right, so David, he made a song about the death of his enemy, but it was a beautiful song for them because it's a commandment to love your enemies and the enemy. You will be an Israelite, brother. You will be God's chosen people.
Right.
You have enemies of this world that's of these other nations that put you in slavery. You are obligated to hate these people that did to see your ancestors, but to love your own people.
Right.
The real Chinese, brother. Well, you do know the Chinese had us in slavery, right?
Right.
You ever heard about the Tang Dynasty, brother? The Han Dynasty? Alright, well, how they had German people in slavery and the Silk Road slave trade. You gotta look at the Silk Road slave trade. I know you're gonna go but your homework, look at it. And don't be scared to look it up, brother. No, brother. You said what?
I said, love that name, bro. Like, I'm a believer in this right now. I know that we got that way you do all like stereotypes, the way you actually I've learned that throughout my entire life, like this I live, I've got friends that like we just scream about it, and like black people know it. Their ancestors would call me like like in the Civil War on the South Side. You know what I mean? Like, so my big thing is, man, like smoke weed or not, like just spread peace, spread love. I appreciate what y'all doing. I think it's great. It's ultimately safe for y'all.
Yeah.
I think about doing that.
I see why he did.
It's a beautiful I've had an experience with Rob. It's like, to be able to see that perspective, it's something that that's a way to be able to shake a lot of because of what the instance is there with people today.
So now you said that people today is different. So
We are way to think this is a effort to get to
I hear that, but let me ask you this. You have to actually and they did that with their own. They think it's going to be here. The Chinese people call us colors, which means black devils. They call us that in history. What Michigan never still gives you, as you, as a so-called color, a black devil.
We're the same issues as every country.
So if we got the same issues in every country that we go to, why are you trying to vouch for all races?
What I'm saying is, what is the ideal situation? Don't talk to them. Don't associate with them.
Brother, I'm not saying don't talk. My point is that you can think about the other nations, but your main priority and focus should be on your people.
Right.
You immediately want to love everybody. You can't love everybody until you learn to love your own race.
Right.
God said love thy neighbor as thyself. And rebuke thy brother. Your brother and your neighbor are the children of your own people.
Right.
Sean called a so-called white man your neighbor. Go over there and try to call me neighbor, and we're going to see what he called. Now, let me bring up the point that you got.
Right.
Real quick, buddy.
I got a point. So, now you know that people get kidnapped. It's a lot of your sisters are getting kidnapped daily. Now we got your sisters getting kidnapped daily. Who are kidnapping those people? Right to you and right to your own people. Hold on.
Right.
I'm saying who kidnapping those people, man, how they get these organs to do the kidneys transplants and things like that.
Right.
And they can't find the body.
Also love the other side. I mean, I agree that we need to love each other. I'm not taking it away. We just down that direction that don't love each other. You know what I mean? And in that ATL that don't love each other. In all these places, that's why we can't come together as a unit, as a collective, as black people and do something positive. We got every ethnicity, to your point, every other ethnicity. We got white people, we got rich people. They all stick together. They stick together. We are the only ones together. They have the same together and become our own people. Once we come together, so I agree with that. That we need to love each other, but once we can love each other as a unit, or like you can feel like you can love your brother 100%, you can love him 100%, it is important to still stand out to the other side and reach out and talk to and learn about people. Because you start to learn about people, it's not thinking in your head and like, all these things are important. It's not like every
That does sound like a beautiful American dream. That sounds like a beautiful American dream, but I know that seems to affect. But what has us loving the other races got us?
Right.
Because I mean, we've been loving. If you ask us black folks, we love the other races so much. Where has that done? Because last time I checked, like how you said, we still in the hood, still in the ghettos, we still getting raped by the murder.
Right.
Still getting finessed and taxation. We still on down Section 8. Where has us loving these other races got us?
Right.
We still have had no real black president.
Right.
Obama is African, not us. It's Hamite. We have had no president. We have no military as a black. We have no currency exchange, no bank. Nothing as a black. We have nothing. So alright, so what government? Name the government that we have in Africa. So now how are you saying that?
Right.
Why not? We love them. Why not? And they love us.
It was never set up that way in the first place.
So it was not set up for us, but then why are you vouching for them still?
Right.
You're vouching for our people that literally hate you.
Right.
We have black men in 2024 that's getting lynched as we speak.
Right.
And the same thing you're vouching for these people.
Right.
You are a coon, brother. You're cooning right now for the other nation. What we're teaching literally is that you have to leave them out of the way. Focus on your own people. You can't love a Chinese woman and get hugged with a Chinese woman when the so-called Chinese man is beating the hell out of your sister in the stores right now. As we speak right now.
Right.
They're oppressing your people in the land of the Lord and China right now as we speak.
Right.
They still teach and hold proudly the Israel of having you, the so-called black man, a black devil as they call you, enslaved. They teach that they get off on that. And you're vouching for the same people that do these things to their ancestors. Read Psalms 139 and 22. This is how you have to think. This is according to the Bible. We're not telling you nothing that, we're not telling you this because we're telling you this out of love. This is what the Lord said out of the Bible. Read this.
This book of Psalms said in 139 verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord.
So David said, do not I hate them. We just read about David. How King David was righteous. Didn't David slay the lion and slew the lion there? He built up his kingdom, he brought all Israel together. Yeah, he took the sword and killed the lion. That's a beautiful account. Nevertheless, David was a righteous man. He said, I hate them. You know?
Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee.
Who hates the Lord? The same people that oppress his children. They hate the Lord.
Right.
And if not I grieve with those that rise up against thee.
Right?
I hate them.
I what?
I hate them. I hate them.
That again.
I hate them.
That again.
I hate them.
Who we hate?
I hate them.
David, a righteous man said, I hate them.
Right.
Who's the them? The same them that has people enslaved.
Right.
That tried to overcome them, take them, slaughter his children, put his people in slavery. Reread in the book of 2 Samuel 30th chapter, or 1 Samuel 30. His whole family got taken into slavery by the Philistines, by the Africans. So of course David hated them. He had to go to war, go to Ziklag and smite them and get them back.
Right.
So of course David would hate them. They oppressed his people, you know?
I hate them with a perfect hatred.
With the what?
With a perfect
You
hatred.
can't hate.
With a perfect
You
hatred.
gotta love everybody.
With a perfect hatred.
Even the righteous man in the Bible said you have to hate them with a perfect hatred. We hate these other nations not because of their skin color, not because how they look, not because they eye like this or no, that's not what we hate them. We hate them for what they against our people or what they continually do for our people.
Right.
But when you have that mindset to love everyone and you still get on what it's called Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
Stockholm syndrome is when you're just conditioned to do the things that your ancestors have. Our ancestors didn't develop with conditions to love these people through religion, through force. And slavery, you have Christianity. They taught the slaves to love them or they will go to hell. We have that same mindset today. Love the white man, or if you don't, you will go to hell. If you don't love this image right here, so-called they posted, and we still subconsciously think like this to the day, we don't love this man, it will go to hell. Something is stuck in the bad.
Right.
You have to come back to your heritage when you look like a bad thing. These people, if they love you, they would have gave you land back.
Right.
They would have given you the 2868. The classic. They would have gave you everything back. Where's your
real.
gold at, bro? You said they love you. They stole the gold from you. Where's your gold?
Where?
Your gold. They kept and then they took from you. Stole.
Where is it at?
And I'm thinking Friday.
You said what? You said they love you, right? No, you said they love you, right? Because if they love you, brother, think about it. This is not peace. We're talking about AD time. We're talking about brother. Slavery just ended in 1865. That's not that long ago. If these people love you, like how you did they do? Why did they give you back the riches that they've been stealing from you? Brother, you said that we gotta love everybody. You said that they love. You said you have a white best friend and a Chinese girl. Brother, they hate you presently, not in the past. They hate you presently.
Right.
They hate me. They dehumanize me.
Give me first 7 to 14. Oh, give me first 7 to 14. Where was that? You gotta stop damn cooning, brother. Somewhere from that damn Chinese one.
Right.
Then you damn rat, cat, dog, bat, and all type of abominations.
Right.
Out of all nations, you want to get with a bull, buddy.
Right.
What is she gonna cook so you get back to the court? All the time, yeah, they don't even kill their food.
Right.
Don't they eat the damn, what's it called? The octopus that is still moving?
Right.
They eat living frogs too.
Yeah, yeah, dogs and cats. You come home and you can eat some chicken and this is a real big chicken. You can dive in and cut it. Yeah, it's just mad. They got the crickets on the stick. They got some unlawful bugs that put on the stick. Like it's a shister bar. They should have been in the movie all crazy. They had the scorpion shister bar. It was venom. The venom still in it. There's stingers still in it. So bring out what you got. So these niggas are finished. And these niggas want to cling to these races. That's confounding. Oh, you want to go to the war, baby. We got 12 beautiful tribes. Right. That's the first one Samuel. That's what Samuel Christ told you. That first
First Samuel chapter 14 and verse number 47. So Saul took the kingdom over Israel.
So Saul didn't ask for the kingdom, he didn't beg him. Saul had to take the kingdom from these other people.
Right.
Why? Because you have the Philistines, you have the Jebusites, the Canaanites, the Gershons, you have all the 7 nasty nations of the Canaanites living in this land. So what do you have to do? You have to take the kingdom.
Right.
You take the kingdom by killing people, by slaughtering. Saul didn't like these people. So what the hell do Jacob is constantly just loving them when he gets out from the slave master? Read that again.
So Saul took the kingdom
Saul took the kingdom, you know,
over Israel,
right?
and fought against all his enemies on every side.
And he fought against all his enemies on every side.
Right.
So believe it or not, the children of Israel, you Negroes and Hispanics, y'all have enemies. You'll see who the enemies of Israel are, you know?
Against Moab.
Against Moab, that's the first one, the damn Chinese. So-called Chinese. He has a Chinese, one of the warlike women at the damn, just hugged up. That's disgusting. Yeah, he got lost daughters just hugged up with. That's all. You know?
And against the children of Ammon.
Right, and against the children of Ammon, so-called Japanese man.
And against Edom.
And against Edom, you Edomites, the sheep, demonic, wickedness of this earth, you know?
And against the kings of Zobah.
Right, the Hamites.
And against the Philistines.
Right, the more Hamites.
And whithersoever he turned himself,
Whatsoever he turned himself to kill and to slay and to cut down,
he vexed them.
right, he vexed them, and he made it hard for them. He made it grievous for them. Because the Lord was with him at that time. He was overtaking these kingdoms and righteousness. Now, look at what else I call. Was that it? Look at what you got.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 14, verse 1. And Samson went down to Timnath and saw a woman in Timnath of the daughters of the Philistines.
So Samson was he was a lustful man. Alright, I believe Samson had like 3 different so Samson always loved to get them with evil. And he got down with harlot. Right? He wanted to get down with evil. So the spirits have to kind of check. We gotta get these talking. This is literally a Jake. This is Jake. This is enough this Bible is good enough fight. Because Jay, you do this to this very day. You come home with a white woman, grandma looking at you. It's always grandma that's gonna say something. Grandma, she's looking at you, the hell is this? Granddad looking at you, I'm like, I don't know what a damn snow bunny. Right, you got what is his name? Dr. Umar Johnson, snow bunny effect. Something like that. So read that again. So he came home with a damn African one. Read that.
And Samson went down to Timnath and saw a woman in Timnath of the daughters of the Philistines.
So he saw an African woman. That's disgusting. Don't they make love pies and put their head inside cows?
Bush meat.
Say what?
Bush meat. Like cat meat. Donkey meat.
Yeah, they eat monkey sauce.
Monkeys and shit in the bushes.
Yeah, that's all.
The Egyptians will come to that.
Yeah, and that's a lot.
Yeah, they not.
So you read about these different nations, and you read how each nation is just something that's just off on a really high level. You know what I mean? And his parents have to check him for that. So yeah, you know.
Verse 2. And he came up and told his father and his mother and said, I have seen a woman in Timnath.
So he said, hey, mom, hey, pop, I seen a woman from Timnath. She a Philistine. I know we don't really want the Philistines, but she a Philistine. This is equivalent to you coming home with an Edomite. Coming home with a white woman, because during this time the Philistines, there was a chief nation that was against Israel. All these damn wars were to fight against them since during the time of Joshua, since we came with them. All the way to the time of David, who was fighting against the Philistines to take over that land. You know? So this is the chief enemy was
I have seen a woman in Timnath of the daughters of the Philistines.
right?
Now therefore, get her from me to wife.
Lusted, you know?
Then his father and his mother
His father and his mother said what?
said unto him, Is there never a woman among the daughters of thy brethren?
What they say?
Is there never a woman among the daughters of thy
He
brethren?
said, is there never one of the daughters of your brother? You got 12 beautiful daughters. You became African, you want a Philistine? That's all. Again, that's equivalent to getting the damn white woman there. She got the blonde hair, blue eyes, the sesame jeans, no pigmentation. And you want her to what?
Right.
That's all. So his parents gonna have to check it for that. You know?
Is there never a woman among the daughters of thy brethren or among all my people
Right?
that thou goest to take a wife of the uncircumcised Philistines?
You want to go to these uncircumcised, damn dark-skinned devils to get a wife.
This
That's just, man, that's all.
Oh,
And let's see Samuel responds. Let's see what Samuel says. Oh, Samson.
and Samson said unto his father,
Right?
Get her from me,
He said, get her for me.
for she pleaseth me well.
And that's all. That's lust. Just give her to me because she just pleased me. Just go grab her so she can do my way. That's lust. So he was lusting after the Philistines. The same way Jake lusted after the Moabites and the white woman and Arab woman and all these other things. That's wicked. So that brother, he got to repent, man. He got to separate from that damn Moabite. Because next thing you know, they gonna try to get a family with it, they gonna get a pet, and then they gonna get a dog. You go water town, they gonna need someone to wash the dog. So the other family got to wash the dog. So come back from vacation, the dog most likely gonna be gone. Looking for the dog, where it's at. I found the collar, I left him with you what happened. They in the kitchen with the bill bowl, right? Horse in their hand, smacking, right? You know where your dog is. And they consume them. Because you wanted to leave them with the dog, knowing what they do with these different animals. So, Jake, you, mean, check, you ask me some questions. You ask the questions. It's like you love the questions.
Oh.
Give me the Gospel of Isaiah 76. So, Jay, you love the question. You love slavery.
Right.
You love being colonized, raped, robbed, murdered. Hey, sister.
You hear us?
Hey, sister, what's up with them spark? What's the letter?
You hear us? Come here.
Right.
You hear us?
See, that's one of the first line. Oh, careful. That's not that bad. But when you go into the Bible, we're doing what you got to say.
However, temperatures can fluctuate significantly throughout the day, with daytime highs being relatively mild by nighttime. Being relatively mild, but nighttime temperatures drop to 39 to 46.
But nevertheless, we all go below, we can go to the region instead of the freezing. So now what you got for Jerusalem, not only, I'm let the freezing get colder than that, because you had an account of the Bible where it was snowing in there. So then it's okay. Hey, brother, look at that.
Brother!
Come here, brother. Real quick. We got a fire for you, brother. That's right, brother. We got a fire for you. Now, before we give you the fire, you see the cell phone sign.
Huh?
So before you give you this beautiful fire, here is the fire. And this other is the, you see the so-called release. So far, you're in the book, right? Now, you do the light. You do. With everyone's race. You see on this side right here, these are all the biblical names of races that you see in the Bible. Where's black?
It's missing.
It's missing. Well, what about African American?
Where are they?
Yeah, where are they on the side? African Americans. A lot of these are biblical names.
Not there.
What about Negro? You see Negro? No. So the question is, if God made all 18 races, where is our race written up in the Bible? Because clearly we're a race, right? Obviously we're a race. Ecclesiastes 4:16. And there's no race that lived in our biblical times that's not in the name. Everyone got descendants.
Right.
So who do we descend from? That's the real question. Which one of these races on these signs do we descend from? Out the Bible. What did God call us as a people? That should be a question that you should want to ask yourself. Now, have you ever asked yourself that question?
Nah.
Okay. Now before I got into the Bible, I never asked myself that question. But when you actually sit back and think, it's actually a good question.
I believe, yeah.
So I'm gonna show you real quick with the 3 verses. Which race you will come from, and as I read, I want you to point it out, right?
Alright.
As I read, I want you to point it out, and I want you to tell me what race fits our people according to the Bible. Give me Ecclesiastes 4:16.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 16. There is no end of all the people.
So mind you, God said there's no end of all the people.
Right.
All the races of this earth, there's no end to them. Everyone got children and descendants and lineages and things of that nature. Gene pools. Read that again.
There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them.
And all that's been before us, there's no end. So I'm gonna read you 3 verses. Which race you think we will come from according to the Bible? Read out what you got, 28 and 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God is, in this context, God is speaking to Moses. Moses is talking to the children of Israel at the time. He's about to give them very specific instructions about the future. Read that again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
So if the Israelites don't listen to God,
to observe, to do all his commandments
they don't do what God tells them, which is the commandments,
and statutes, which I command thee this day,
Right.
that all these curses,
all these what?
all these curses,
Read that again.
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now, we got a term called generational curses. You ever heard that before? Yeah. Now, when you think of generational curses, which race pops in your head?
African American.
So, African Americans. Now, we just read that if a certain race doesn't listen to God, that they're going to get hit with curses. We'll see if these things is only for one generation, two, for that person, or let's get their generation. So they're going to get curses.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign,
Curses are going to be upon this race for a sign,
and for a wonder,
and for wonder,
and upon thy seed forever.
and they're going to be upon their seed, meaning their children forever.
Right.
That's generational and generational. We just read generational curses in the Bible. Before that, it was already a term in the air talking about generational curses from grace. What you said was so-called black. Read 29:1. Let's see who these generational curses were placed upon. Which race?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1.
Right.
These are the words of the covenant
Right.
which the Lord commanded Moses
Moses is speaking of who?
to make with the children of Israel.
Who?
The children of
So
Israel.
the children of Israel have generational curses placed upon them. You said we will be the ones that put generational curses.
Right.
Slavery, Jim Crow era, police oppression, and things of that nature. All throughout history is some type of stigma or logic that we got to go through as a people. That's what's called generational curse. God said it happened to the Israelites. On this sign, where do you see the word Israel? Israel. It's at the top. Now, why isn't it at the bottom? Why isn't it in the middle? Why isn't it, why is it anywhere? Why is it everywhere? Why is it at the top specific?
Spoken about the most.
Huh?
Because it's spoken about the most. Or what?
Well, you close. Trying to get close.
That was what you spoke directly.
Yeah, it's the people that's supposed to direct. But this is a specific reason why we spoke. Because again, God made all the people. How come he didn't speak to the Chinese people, to the East Indian, to the Arab? Why did he speak to the Israelites who were cursed directly? Show you what? Read it.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Yo.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Because God chose us to be a holy people to himself.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
God chose the Israelites to be a special people. That's why we read in 28 and 15. And if we break his commandments, he will curse us. Now, why only us is more special unto him? That's like if you got a child. You got your child and your child got friends. If your child go to hell off, you gonna whip him and all his friends, or just him? Just him. Why? Because that's your child. And you love him. Therefore, you will correct him and let him know, even if that is harsh correction, he'll know not to do it.
Right.
God told us, the Israelites, you keep the commandments. All praises y'all want to see. If y'all break it, y'all gonna get cursed. I'm gonna curse everyone. I'm gonna curse you because you my children. I'm sure y'all to be a righteous holy nation. This is why you cursed us. We gotta get to the top.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
He said, we're a holy people, the Israelites. We look at the sign right here. These are the Israelites today. The 12 tribes of Israel. We're a holy people, you know?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself,
Right?
above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
God said we're above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's why on the sign you see them literally above all races. God said that. I didn't write that. We went through the verses and come to find out we the Israelites, we go through generational curses.
Right.
Now I'm gonna read you a couple generational, I know you gotta go and read you like 3 generational curses that our people go through that you can read off in the Bible.
Right.
In verse 28 and 15.
16.
Yeah, 16.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16.
Right.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city,
Right?
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So, Obadiah, you can turn that sign to the side. So God said the Israelites will be cursed in every city and in every field. He said in Matthew 4. Look on that sign, brother. Who was cursed in the fields? What race of people? So everybody up in America. God said the Israelites will be cursed in the cities and in the field. Are they blessed in the field? Are they increased in the field? Having a good time in the field and they dance? No, they not. I look like, me personally, I look like some of the curse. You get whipped, beat to your back, daughter get molested in front of you, all hell breaking, you can't save your wife. Grown men get knocked unconscious and raped by slave masters. That's called curse and fear. And the Lord said himself, 2024. We go to every major city in America, all over the world.
Like, got up and
Would you say so-called black people are living blessed or cursed? Cursed. In the ghettos, slums, hoods, drive-bys, damn, strung up on drugs, wickedness, damn, rape, robbery, and murder on a high level. That all happens in the hoods where so-called black people reside. God said if we break his commandments, he will curse us in every city that we dwell in. So far in Chicago, we curse, got the highest murder rate. St. Louis got a high murder rate, so-called neighborhoods. Damn, Detroit, a lot of neighborhoods in Detroit, murder rate. Just wherever city, go to LA, Crips and Bloods and Cali, all the madness over there. Wherever you go in this world, whatever city you go to within this world, you see our people, God said we will be cursed. Why? Because we are the Israelites that Moses actually supposed to. We are God's chosen people that the Lord actually supposed to. And delivered us out of Egypt that you read about in the Bible. Got another verse, read this.
This is 2 Maccabees, chapter 8, and verse number 4. And remember the wicked slaughter of harmless infants.
These are the things that happened to the Israelites in the Bible. Now, when we read this, it's going to sound a lot like us. Read that again and look at why he's reading it. Look at the sign. Read that again,
And remember the wicked slaughter of harmless infants.
God said you got to remember the wicked slaughter of the harmless infants. Look at this sign right here, brother. This is wicked slaughter of the harmless infants. Now, you look at this, brother. Read that again, Okay, read that again,
And remember the wicked slaughter of harmless infants.
So God said the Israelites had a wicked slaughter to the kids.
And the blasphemies committed against his name. And that he would shew his hatred against the wicked. Now when Maccabeus had his company about him, he could not be withstood by the heathen.
Sit on that. So the point is, but that you will be an Israelite. The Israelites will be cursed on this time. You will be a descendant of these people. Now, knowing that you are an Israelite, the question is, what's next? You got to repent and keep God's commandments. I'm pretty sure you heard of Jesus Christ. According to the Bible, Christ will be a so-called black man. Christ will be the man of the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Christ wouldn't be this guy to your right-hand side. Alright, Christ will look more of the man to your left-hand side. So you will be a God walking this earth according to the Bible. You got to repent and keep God's commandments, alright? It's the last verse, Ecclesiastes 7:13. Then we got to follow. Alright, this verse you got to remember. Know your nationality. Know who you are. Know you're not black, a nigga, a white man, you're God's chosen people. The Israelites, in the same way that Moses came from that Christ came from, you are a descendant of these people. Now read this.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
What?
Fear God.
Say that again.
Fear God.
Fear God.
And keep his commandments.
Right.
For this is the whole duty of man.
So the whole duty of the Israelites, us brothers, is to keep God's commandments. You got a flyer for you. Right on that flyer, it's your job, brothers, to look at that flyer, scan the QR code, listen to you, hold your action, look at that information. All right, brother. It will be God's show.
This is the speaker right here.
I'm sure, brother. How you doing, brother? So we teach you how to, I guess you're Mexican, right? So we teach how Mexicans will be gods walking this earth, according to the Bible. Have you ever heard that statement before? A Mexican being a god walking this earth. Now, you believe in the Bible, right? Now, have you read the Bible? You see the word Mexican? No. So the question is, what do you read about the Mexicans in the Bible? Read about them as the tribe of Issachar, who is descendant of Israel. Look at that. Look at the Bible. See, let's take a left. Right next to what word you see? Issachar. Now, Issachar is one of the sons of Israel. We will be a descendant of the Israelites. As a matter of fact, it's a city in Mexico named Issachar. Now, why is the city in Mexico named Issachar? because y'all be the descendants of the Trump Issachar in the Bible. Give me Psalms 82 verse 6. Y'all be God's walking straight.
Right.
Once upon a time, brother, believe it or not, this brother right here, he called himself a mystic. That brother over here, he called himself a mystic. That brother right there, he called himself a mystic. But guess what? Those are names placed on them by the slave master, by the Spaniards. You heard about Spaniards, right? You heard about the conquistadors, Christopher Columbus. You heard about Cortez and how they raped. You heard about how they raped their ancestors and your mothers and how they cut your hand up from not picking up gold. They did that to your ancestors. Why? Because you will be of the tribe of Issachar, because God's chosen you. They don't like you, right? So read this. This is why they don't like you, because this is what God said about you.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, and verse number 6. I have said, ye are gods.
What the Lord said?
I have said, ye are gods.
The Lord called Mexicans?
I have said, ye are gods.
So God said the so-called Mexican is actually a God walking this earth. The Israelite man, namely the Israelite man, is a God walking this earth. So, as you see out the Bible, you put your other message. Now, it's one thing to be a God, but how do you act and perform like a God?
Good question.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm reading, but you gotta answer that question. God, out the Bible, just called you a God. So, you being a God walking this earth, what are the attributes of a man that walks God or walks as God? What attributes does that man have to have?
Gotta answer that question.
Because God just called you. You can't just leave off of God calling you God. To be Christ-like. No, what does that mean to be Christ-like? Because he's Christ-like according to the Word. He's Christ-like. This is Christ-like according to the Word. Look at that Word.
Right.
So in the name of Christ. Is that Christ-like?
Right.
Is that Christ-like, brother? They got crosses. It's not. So what does it mean to be Christ-like? Everything got a definition. You got, before you leave, brother, I see you trying to answer. We gotta know what it means to be Christ-like. I want to be Christ-like. My brothers want to be Christ-like. My brothers want to be Christ-like. Brother, I want to be Christ-like. You gotta answer that. I mean, is this Christ-like? You said no. So if that's not, then what is? Brothers, to be Christ-like is to keep the commandments like Christ.
Right.
All right, brother. You gotta repent for God's commandments, brother. Attention span.
Yeah.
I say no to
Just shaking to get off.
attention span is just, damn. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, man. We need to all praise the Most High. We need to first Corinthians 36. That's the little seed that's planted. The Lord wanted to grow, you know. But that is the seed that is planted.
First Corinthians chapter 3 and verse number 6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase.
The increase is always going to be up to the Most High. This brother, how you doing, brother? It's a nice brother. It is cold. But guess what? I'm pretty sure you love God, right? Look, man, I'm pretty sure you stand up and go for God, for God. Of course. So, on this sound, brother, what you looking at right here is a list of God's chosen people of the 12 tribes of Israel. You see some of this, you know, according to history, everybody, you see some of this. So, right? Now, the thing is, you don't read about the word black man in the book, right? I'm pretty sure you didn't like it. But you don't read about Negroes, you say that word God spoke to the Negroes. He told the Negroes, here, this is the Lord God of the Negroes. You never heard that. Never heard God call anyone out the bottom an African American. No, the church, they don't read a verse that says God spoke to African Americans. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So, the question is, and this is what we've been asking everybody, where do you read about so-called black people in the Bible? Because you just read earlier, every race is written out in the Bible. I'm pretty sure in school they taught you about the Babylonians, right? Yes, we read about them in the Bible. What about the Greeks? You heard about the Greeks, you heard about the Romans. We're talking about the Persian Empire. We're talking about the Egyptians. All those dynasties and those kingdoms are in the Bible. Every race is in the Bible. Where's all race in the Bible? Well, the thing is, with Africans, is different races of Africans.
Right.
You know, Egyptian is different from the Nubian or Ethiopian is different from damn Nigeria. So it's different races within that. So even they don't call themselves as something. So who are we? Because we all were people. We all know, we all created this shit. We all know drugs. We all went through the damn slave trade. We all cursed the cities. Where do we come from as a people? We need relationship. And what we're here to teach you is that, brother, we will be the Israelites according to the heart.
Right.
God chose the people. You ever heard about us being the real Jews? You never heard of it. That's what Kanye was. You know, he came out and said that we were real Jews. And guess what happened to him? They shut him down. Ice Cube, he came out and said that we were real Jews. Made some posts on so-called Twitter. He got shut down. They came out and said we were real Jews. They damn near took the show. So we got these celebrities of our people calling us the Jews, and we see how they speedily get taken off the scene real quick. Now, why is that? Because last time I checked, you can call yourself a Muslim, Christian, but why is it when we call ourselves Jews, God's chosen people, all of a sudden got to get the truth is because we are the Jews according to the Bible, the Israelites. God's chosen people to show you.
This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
This is your homeland. Lord said Jerusalem, not Africa. It's above and it's free and it's what?
Which is the mother of us all.
So Jerusalem is the motherland according to the Bible. So we come from the motherland.
Right.
Not Africa, but Jerusalem. That's where the ancestors are.
Right.
Now we know we came from Africa to slavery, but before we were in Africa, according to the Bible, we dwelt in Jerusalem and the land of Israel.
Right.
And the reason why you don't know that is because of the oppression that happens to our people. God said in the Bible that certain race will get persecuted and forget their heritage. What race is that? It's our people. I'll show you that with this verse.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse number 4. Bring it out. And thou even thyself
You, even yourself, brother, and us at one point, you know?
shall discontinue from thy heritage.
So God said a race will discontinue, meaning be cut off from their heritage. If I ask you what's your heritage, what would you say? A land is your heritage, bro? See, and that's a problem. That's a problem, but that's understandable because of the things that we look for as people.
Right.
Now, if I ask a Chinese man his heritage, you think he's gonna say a damn city in America?
Right.
No, he's gonna say, oh, okay, I'm from China, I'm from Shanghai. You know, this is my culture, we eat this and that. This is my garment. We got the damn horse with the bald heads and at the top of the mountains with the snakes. You ask these Indian men his heritage, he's gonna put on that nasty garment, he's gonna paint down his forehead.
Right.
He's gonna do the nasty dance, and he's gonna go back to India. You ask them, whoa, you ask the issue, you ask these Arab heritage, and they say, what's your Muhammad, you know, and they can go to the other. You ask them, you're going to brother, you're just not Atlanta.
Right.
Again, what we do is West Africa, that's a lot of different tribes. There's a lot of different nations.
I don't know if you're talking to Caesar.
West Africa. Where do we rate those from? Jerusalem. So we really from Jerusalem, bro. But the reason we're cut off from our heritage, as God says, because we
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse number 4.
Right.
And thou even thyself shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So the Israelites, everyone on this side, this is what Jeremiah is talking to. The 12 tribes of Israel. They discontinue from their heritage, you know?
That I gave thee,
Right?
and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
And we served our enemies after we discontinued from our heritage. What does it sound like to serve your enemy? What does that sound like? said what? And I'm talking about in America. God said the Israelites, they serve their enemies. What does it sound like to serve your enemy? Huh? Yeah, it's treason, but to serve your enemy is slavery.
Right.
Turn that sound on. Because what is it? You serve someone or what? A serve is another word in some context for a slave. This is serving your enemy. You gotta serve the common. You gotta serve the globe. You gotta serve the all type of madness and politics. This is how it looks to serve the enemy. That's how it looks to serve the enemy right here. God said the Israelites will serve their enemies. You know?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Right?
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
So the Israelites made God mad. Our ancestors made God mad by breaking his commandments.
Right.
Therefore, we went into slavery by the Most High God, by the way of slavery and persecution. All for us to realize that we need God, we need to come back to what He commanded us, which is the laws and statutes.
Right.
Now, you name 5 commandments. You ever heard about the 10 commandments? Name the 6. Huh? But guess what? At one point in time, you can't name. Your ancestors actually. Okay, that's not steal. Yeah, adultery. Huh? Yeah. No mind. Now, in Ephesians chapter 3, verse number 5. So you see how you was able to just barely ever get 3 years, 4 years. At one point in time, there was no forefathers actually knew this book. At one point in time, we served the Lord and we praised Him so much, we already knew these commandments. But then we disobeyed and we stopped doing the commandments. Therefore, we don't know the commandments, we allowed it to put slavery. Because if you can't follow the commandments, change stuff, man. They will have God inside of this again. So we disobeyed God. For that reason, God put us to slavery. But I'm showing an example of our fathers at once upon a time actually knew the laws of God for doing that. You know what Paul, right? Paul, that's what Paul knew the commandments. Paul is different from the answer. Let's see what Paul put about gospel.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 3, verse 5.
Look it out.
Which in other ages was not made known.
It's like Philippians. It's like Philippians 4.
It's the book of Philippians, chapter 3, and verse 5.
Right?
Circumcised the 8th day of the stock of Israel.
Right? So Paul, he came from the stock of Israel. He was an Israelite just like how we're Israelites. He was a so-called black man.
Right.
You know?
Of the tribe of Benjamin.
And he came from the tribe of Benjamin. You come from what tribe? What tribe do you come from? What do you see right across from you? Judah. So Paul came from the tribe of Benjamin. You come from the tribe of Judah, brother. You know? According to the Father.
And Hebrew of the
And he
Hebrews.
was a Hebrew, like how we're a true Hebrew. We're a true Jew.
Right.
You know?
As touching the law,
And when Paul went to God's laws, you know?
a Pharisee.
Say what?
A Pharisee.
So Paul, he was cold when it came to God's laws. Nowadays, we talk about God's laws. We don't even know damn the 10 commandments. But back then, we knew God's laws. We applied God's laws. And for that, we prospered as a people. You think the average black in 20 minutes follow God's laws? No. We kill them, steal them, robbing, finessing children, selling drugs, and getting sent to prison. We doing all this for bad. Fornication, like you said. Yeah, people going to jail for all different weird cases like molestation, things of that nature. Yeah, niggas doing that. But if we just apply God's laws, you can know what? You don't know? How about we reach God's laws? You tell me you can't do this. And what wouldn't happen? I'm going to read you 3 laws. I'm going to read you 3 laws, brother, before you put the laws that we have to keep as Israelites. Give me Leviticus 17. Give me Exodus 31 and verse 16. Bring those.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 7.
Bring it out.
Actually, give me 1917. Give me 1917. So I want you to let me know, we keep this commandment as a race of people, but this stop the violence in our community.
Right, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Right?
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
So God said, as a commandment given to us, we cannot hit our brother in our heart. That's a commandment. Do you think if we kept this commandment and we were able to who would be doing drama?
Right.
You wouldn't have this cultural building.
Right.
You wouldn't do no. You was slack in the revenue. So bunch of pop. All you gotta do is drill raps. You wouldn't have drill raps if you would have kept that commandment. And if I love you, and I would have speak to you. If you love me, but if you wanted to get robbed, no. So obviously we would keep this easy commandment. All the situations not so what? Yeah, so of course we put God's commandments, you see how important it is as especially in the city. You see how important it is as kids, right? Now, yeah, all praise. So us knowing that we should want to strive to keep that commandment. You, and guess what? We love you too. I said, and we love you too. Right. All praise to the Most High. So that's one commandment that we gotta have. All right, you gotta show that same energy. You got either so-called ops, so good. All praise. You gotta love everybody in this time. That's good. Now, you do have enemies in the world. You do have enemies. You want to be circumspect, but you do want to know that the people of this sign name you first and foremost. Just a little bit. First, you have to know which enemy it is. For example, I'm going to say the Samuel chapter 3. Saul and verse 1. Saul, never heard about Saul and David, right? King Saul and King David. That's good. You don't want to go back. You don't want to go back. That's good. Don't go back. But with Saul and David, you had Saul. Saul was a king. He was from the tribe of Benjamin. Just like when you were in the Paul, he was from the tribe of Benjamin. David, he was from the tribe of Judah. There was a big conflict and a big civil war going on. You had two Israelites going at it, clashing. Now let's read this. We're going to read what happened.